Here is the review of Transformers Generations Sky-Byte. As you can see, he is what I like to call a Cybertronian shark. The reason why I say it's a Cybertronian shark is because you can see he has like a lot of like wires and like machinery on both sides here. Which is like a robotic shark. But it still does look nice. And he does have some light blue paint on the head of the shark here, with some red eyes here. And he also does have some silver paint here on both sides, which is like an airbrush, because as you can see here, it like fades into the yellow here. And he does have silver, he does have some white paint on only the top of his shark teeth here, but not on the bottom here. Those little gray dots here, those are supposed to be his teeth on the bottom, which are not picked out in paint, which is weird. And of course he does have some silver paint on these mechanical parts on both sides, along with a little bit of yellow here and some yellow here. And on the bottom he does have some yellow here for the bottom fins here, and some yellow paint on these two things here. And that's basically it. Now he does have some articulation in his shark mode, and that is, of course, like you already saw, you can open his mouth, but it only opens about that far. And the fins here are on ball joints, but they are really limited. And you can take the tail and bend it down, but the problem with that is that it breaks up the sculpt here. And like you saw, the tip of the tail can spin around, but that's for the gimmick. And if you want to, you can bring up or open up these two little things here if you want to, because these two are on hinge joints, not these things, because these things do not move, only these two here. That opens and closes. And I'll show you the gimmick for this in robot mode. But you can do it in shark mode, but I'm going to show y'all it in robot mode. And my one problem with him in shark mode is, as you can tell, he's stuck in this curved position. And I wish that there was like some joints on the body here, so that way you can straighten it out. That's really my only problem with it. Also, on the bottom, he does have a little hole here where you can plug him onto a stand, so you can have him in like some flying, well, if you can have him like a flying shark. And no, there's no included stand for this guy. And I think that's about it for the shark mode. So to get it transformed into its robot mode, first what you want to do is you want to take these blue things here on the body and untap them. Well, before you untap these things, you do want to take this blue thing here and flip it up and okay. There we go. I think that the easier way to do it is to take this piece and flip it up, so that way you can separate these blue things here of the shark body, which is the top. So once you got these things untapped, you also want to untap them from these pegs here. From those two tabs to that tab right there. And you also want to come to the bottom and, well, you do want to take the lower jaw of the shark and separate it. And you do want to take, well, you do want to take the top jaw of the shark head and bring it up. Well, the upper jaw of the shark and bring it up. So that way you can take these things and bring them down. And now you can come to the bottom here and bring down this entire thing. So that way you can separate it. And you do want to take these and extend them all the way down. But you do need to make sure that these are flipped up, which will make his feet. And this tab here is going to go over these gray things here. Just like that. And now you can take these and bring these in. And you can position these down. Like that. And now you want to take what will become his legs and bring them up. And you can bring these out to about here. And you also want to take these fins and rotate them down so they look like this. And now you want to take these, which are connected by these here, and flip them down so they look like this. And then bring these out just a little bit so that way you can take these things, which are connected by this thing here, and bring it all the way down. Now you're going to take this part here and shift it up so it looks like this. So it looks like that. But you do need to take the tail and bring it down before you can shift this back. And you do want to take these things, which are going to be his arms, and separate them. And you do want to take these things and bring them all the way down. So that way you can take his arms and bring them down and rotate them around. And for his elbows, for this elbow, all you do is just rotate it around so that the joint is facing this way. But for this elbow, you just want to straighten it down so it looks like that. And then you want to take these gray things here, which are sitting on top of this thing, which is going to be his little gun, like his little arm gun. Push these, which will allow you to flip out what will become his hand. And then you can bring out the thumb here and then close this up so it looks like that. And I wish that there was like another panel to help hide this elbow a little bit more, because you can still see some gappage there. And now you can take these and bring these back up. And for these things here, there's a number of ways you can display these. You can either have them like this. Well, first I gotta adjust my camera so you can see what I'm doing. For these things, there's a number of ways you can display these. You can either have them like this, or you can take these and fold these in so they look like this. Me, I like to have them out just about there. So they look like this. And you also want to take these things here and bring them out. Now you're going to take this fin here and bring it up and for the top half of the shark head, you just want to collapse it all the way in so that it helps fill in that gap. And you do want to take the nose of the shark and rotate it up, which will reveal the Predacon symbol. And finally, you just rotate his head around and you're done. I will have to scooch back some. And he looks really great in robot mode. And I have like no problems with it. Well, except for what you already saw. I wish that there was some other panels to help fill in this arm, cause like I already showed y'all, there's still some gappage in that arm. But the rest of him does look really great. And he does have some painted in red eyes there for his robot mode, with some silver around his head, some yellow paint for his face, and some silver on his teeth. And some yellow and purple paint for his chest with the Predacon symbol. And he does have some blue here. And of course he does have his little arm cannon here. And he still does have the same yellow and blue plastic on him, like in his shark mode. And for articulation, head is on a swivel, and his arms do rotate all the way around, but they do get hindered by these things. But you can move these out of the way to have his arms rotate around a lot better. They can, of course, move in and out. And if you want to, you can also use that transformation joint. This elbow here does have a bicep swivel and an elbow joint, and that's it. But for this elbow here, it does swivel at the elbow, and it does bend at the elbow, but it only bends on this joint because his hand is stuck in this position, which means you can't rotate his hand because it's only stuck on this hinge joint here. And these fins are on a ball joint, so you can get these out of the way. Legs go forward, back, in and out, thigh swivel, knee, and if you want to, you can untap this to give him like a double jointed knee. Oh, and another problem with it is I wish that there was something else to help cover up his knees on the back, because as you can see, there's not like another panel to help cover up his entire knee. And his feet can move up and down due to the transformation. And that's it. And for his arm here, which was the tail of the shark mode, first I gotta get him situated. But for this arm, which was the tail of the shark mode, oh, and you can still move these up and down. It does have a couple of gimmicks. First gimmick is, like you saw, you can spin this around, but if you don't want to spin it around with your hand, then this gray thing here is a button, and when you push it, that will spin this thing. And also, this yellow thing is a missile, and to fire it, you would push on this button here. Which I did drop. And that's about it. And he doesn't come with any more accessories. The only accessory that he has is his tail, which is his weapon. So, final thoughts. The shark mode that does look great, but my only problem with it is I wish that his body in shark mode was articulated instead of having it stuck in that curve position. That's really my only problem with it. And also, another problem with it, and this is just my opinion, is I wish they included a little flight stand so you can display him in a flying position when he's in shark mode. And the robot mode does look great, but a couple problems that I have with it is I wish that there was some other panels to help cover up his arm here and also the back of his legs here. Because there's not a lot to cover up on the back of his legs and also his arm here. But everything else about the figure looks great. So I think that's about it. So there you have it. Transformers Generations Sky-Byte. And if you like this video, give me a like, comment, and subscribe for more. And if you want to check out my other videos you may have missed, I did set up a playlist. And it's all organized for any reviews you may have missed. So I think that's about it. So thanks for watching.